Good afternoon. I'm back. How are you? Wow. This came across my news feed and my email. I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but Amber Page Loudermilk, 34 years old. This is down in Houston. There she is. She's got her shades on. Now, listen, this is one we're going to be a little divided on. If she did something wrong, or even so, has she done it before? She is an embalmer. She has been charged with felony abuse of a corpse after allegedly mutilating the body of 58-year-old Charles Roy Rodriguez, according to Harris County Precinct. Charles Roy Rodriguez is a registered sex offender. She took a scalpel. There's Charles. He's resting in peace now. She took a scalpel. She cut his penis off. She shoved it in his mouth. YouTube's going to kill me for this one. I'm sorry, YouTube. There's no other way to say it. She was training, or actually teaching, another student and said, "Don't say a word." Well, this person said more than a word, because again, old Amber is in big trouble. Why, you ask? Some people say the dude was already dead. He's a sex offender. Yep, what she did was pretty medieval. But they're saying this case has drawn attention to ethical and legal standards, OJ, in the funeral industry, where professionals are entrusted with handling the deceased with dignity. Tell you what, you all tell me what you think.
Woman facing charges tonight, accused of brutally mutilating a corpse. Fox 26 was the only station in the courtroom after she surrendered to investigators.
And let me warn you, the details of this we were talking about in the newsroom here, they are quite disturbing. Fox 26's Jonathan Mejia is live for us in Bel Air with the details. Jonathan.
Oh, it's pretty disturbing. Like I said, it's damn right medieval. I could do a whole show about this, but then I'm going to tell everybody what this guy did and why I think the embalmer was so triggered and said, "Don't say a word." Woo! From what I read, Charles Roy Rodriguez, wherever he is right now, because he is deceased, was off to be cremated by the county. Nobody would have known, which needed to be out there, because if you are doing things at your job you shouldn't do, somebody needs to speak up. You know, what do they call it? The whistleblower, see something, say something. Well, someone said something, but she told the student, "Don't say a word." Makes you wonder how many other times she has done something like this.
Very disturbing. In fact, law enforcement says this is a bizarre case. Now, this woman, she was working as an embalmer at this mortuary service right behind me. That's when investigators say she cut off the genitals of a deceased man, then placed it in his mouth.
And everybody deserves to go out of this world and into the next, without this kind of trauma, without this kind of stuff going on. So it was a very, very odd case.
This is 34-year-old Amber Loudermilk. She is facing felony charges for abuse to a corpse. Now, the victim, according to court documents, was 58-year-old Charles Rodriguez. The documents say that Loudermilk cut his penis, then put it in his mouth. Rodriguez's family says he was a registered sex offender. Investigators say Loudermilk did this in front of apprentices at the mortuary services where she was working. How did this all come to light?
The Texas Funeral Service Commission, there were people present. This defendant was an instructor on embalming and was teaching a class and did this in front of the class. She threatened them not to obviously say anything. but that's what makes it more bizarre. She didn't do it in private. She did it in front of other people.
Do we know if she has done this before?
Not that we're aware of that she's done this before, and I really don't know a whole lot about her past. There may be something there in her past that led to her acting out in this behavior. I don't know, but it's a very bizarre case.
Any indication what her motives were? I mean, did she know this deceased person?
She did not know this decedent. She, I'm not 100% sure. She may have had some kind of issue in her past relative to a sexual assault. I don't know.
Now, I really don't like the officer, authority, whatever capacity, making that speculation that she did not know Charles. And yes, she did this in front of other people. She told one in particular, don't say a word. Now, some would say she was there to do an embalming. She shouldn't have known anyone's past. Doctors operate on people that have armed guards around them, getting ready to take them to jail when they're done. So right now, what I'm seeing in all the comments and everything, it's very 50-50, as in, should old Amber get floated down the river for this, or is she a hero? It's kind of one of those things, it's like, yeah, but I kind of understand. I got it.
I don't know what was in her mind. All I know is that you cannot abuse a corpse.
Laudermilk faces up to 2 years in prison if convicted and is currently under a $5,000 bond.
All I know is that you cannot abuse a corpse. Once someone's deceased, you can't mutilate this corpse the way that she did. It was horrible.
Laudermilk's Embalmer's license is currently under suspended and is under review by the Texas Funeral Service Commission to be permanently revoked. For now, reporting live in Bel Air, Jonathan Mejia, Fox 26 News.
Wild AF. Again, here's the embalmer. She did a bobbit and put it in the mouth of dead Charles Roy Rodriguez. Not sure how she knew all the information. I don't know what they give an embalmer before they embalm, especially when they're training other people. Does she look these people up? I don't know. The officer, it's a little laughable when he's like, people have to have a peaceful transition between when they get embalmed before they go to heaven or hell. Well, that's kind of neither here nor there. But you guys look at this, dig around, tell me what you think. I have a feeling they're going to give old girl a slap on the wrist, considering what Charles Roy Rodriguez did while he was amongst this planet. Again, thank you for being here, and just tell me what you think. Love ya.